to please make your way to give dessert. But we're going to start with open up the floor with our most senior member, Lady Dowager Tuna Whenaketa. Can we give her a round of applause, please?
Kamata ene mahi moa e ranga haki ai kiki tonga masiva na kani ai kiko. O ia na ni tāko ka hiwa whāwha o tōua i e kori whawhaia. Ka hiwa whānima ka ono Anatu koki ko tō otia ai tau kono ua. Ka hahiwa whaakitu ko tu uai ai ako mata na tika. Ai ana e tō nui ki nui ko e ako maunga atonga. Ka ane tataki lewa i ene mai moa a hono tuku atu i hono kakai. Nei niua, o niua, e ua, a whai baba o te amu tongata. Ke nau ata, ai tamai tangata, tamai te whine, ke nau tini u, ke ako maunga tonga. Ka ko pau pe, ke o walewa, e hoko na tau komo fu maua. O ia ai, ne whakotu ai ako maunga o tonga ka hiwa pāsi tuna. Pea ne hanga lewa o ongi, ai whanau ai ka o kapārani, na e ngau e whakapureanga i tonga, ke he mue ka o kapikasi, ke nau kamata ai ako. Whakataha mo i toko tahaua, na nau lawai ai siri. Aia koe toko taha ua ko ia, koe toko whaa te whine, koe toko wāu tangata. Haapai, wawau, tonga taka. Oti mai whoke ni ia koe me niua mo niua, ange koe Tatafu. Ange ko tau fistu a. Ke he te ki he o tuko e ua. Aia na anau I tonga tapu o toa pe o wahi. Na ia I te ina te wawau, ia I te ina te wawai, ia I te ina te tonga tapu. Ko e ku fie whakamatala ki ai, ke oku mahu inga. Ai kamata ana, a hono te ngaki, a tonga, e nau kau mai I he ako, e hiki, ai maa I whonua. E ikai te ulawe ko kiao I he tiati, e koe ngā tiati. Ne fuoloa ai tuku e nā ngāhi ako, o hange koia o mea I, e tau ko hihi, ai kātoa ngāhi ai tāu te au ni mango fūru, oi ko hisi ko. Ko ia ai me he tahiwa whāwhi tū. Tahiwa ni maua, ne kamata ai a hono whai ai tiwi o kui ko school certificate. Ia na e lawa ai e toko tōngu I tonga. O kā wai a ti ao tiki ai kuot whale tau, a ia na e akau ola, e a moeongo, koe pārangi taha me ka kati ta. I he tahiwa ni maua, e omi ai a ti ao tiki ai kuot, e a moe toko whākehe, a ia moe toko nima ia, e nā womi ko rakola tipi ia, a Queensalon. E kamata ia a hono omi ai ka wako I ako maarunga tonga. Tahiwa ni matolu. Whaiange nā ele a kuipi tānia Ki tonga. Whiri I lewa hanihihi. Aia na koe kau kolatipe toko hiwa. Wau tangata mua o koe te hini. Pataha ia e mau I atalanga I toko hoku mawha. Lima wha nime lima. Nā kuai I api ako. Te eki ai ke whai e wholau mai. O no tele a hone, e tau whangai. Nā leu I au, koe ni tau policia kai soe. Ia koe ne lea ke au, nā e te hea. Tuna, koe ame waki ame ni a kine tona. Mana tū. Koe awa ai matapāna. I monu I ai na ni ke. Nā monu I a pe, koe noko I atu ko atalanga. Nā ia e kau tau, te ia e mātu a tonga. Nā ngā tanga, o lehi lehiki, tapuni. Ai ngāhi mea, nā anau I loku, pia mau I loku. Koe le aia o mauroni. Ka neongo ai kaelaka. Neongo ai matiwa. Ka nau mau te inu. Monu ia ka koe whānau e ngāti a horima. O kia e mātuka. Te kia e whāmuri. Nau. Lata I he noko I hena. A wika e whoke tau rāwe e ke ia I te whawhare. Ka neongo ia, na amau monu ia te a te peke te tine ko e te tāka e ma ama te rita. Nā e tōtou hā ele mai e tahine ko kūsalo te pēna I whai. Nā ele pa a kola. Koe ako na piri ki mauto. Koe mea au ki kai e ngaro ia te au. Koe ni wholopola mai. Oua e mahiki mo umi mo atamai. Manatu ki motu, hala aina atu ai fineri ki tahi. E manatu ki uta, a hota mai a ani ngau le atu i la a. Manatu ma upe i e tupu ana. Ho mau monu ia ia, koe ngahi tala tala i whare, na amau ina. Ne whai e whenga, aia koe whaamu ai tama, ke whai e ako o ka mata me lalo, koe me aia nai whokotu uai ai koris papai ako, ke ako i kau whai ako. Ia i lewa ni iri a ki mau toru nai tutuuni mai pēra. Mō woki mō toru o aku whakapaia. Koe uhi he nei ni mea i pē ai tūkunga, koe ata mai o ngata ana e a kō, a mau alua. Koe kau palama, koe kau savea, koe kau tufunga, ai ngāhi ngā aue, e ne langa i take ai kakai i sonua. Aia na kukau au ki he kau paia. I he taimi tatau te ko ka mata rewa e paaki mai ai kau wako ia i tonga i he school certificate. Na e lawa mai ai o tapini koe ni moani ike. A o ki a taimi o toi lawa i pe me i tonga ai tiri te university. Koe mā i moa ia. Ai tama i poto atumi. Ai ana tāta a te tōwha. E a pikai e ngāra e ki ngau tōru. Ai mo nū ngā mau lawa. O kou kore ngā more atu. I novema tau o si, na whai e tahi. Te hepe whoki e au e o ke tahi ki. Ia tō mai ku tau whale ua niu o tahi te o te he. Oti e tō e ua o ngoi o tae o kia e te hala. Awa ke tobe tā, tau mai e ia, o mūtia ai ki Niara Festival. Ka ke alu o scan, ia ke tobi hā. Ala tū tawa mai e ia, tūnana e tonu te ki o loi, o ke a e koe ki ha tae. O ki kai ke totonu ki koe whai ni a koia. Ka neongo ia. Ka e maho winga ki a te au, ai a uange, a Stella, Tupouniua, ka e uma a kau katoa. O whai e kore, e lama, e mhau i he katoa ngani e tau te au. Ka pao nai kai ke nā uange, mahalo pehi kai ki lawa mau. Ka neongo ia, ka koulau koe monu. Monu e te hao o mamata ki e to'u na ngau hu mai ki e api ako. Ia, kokui pe e pakahoko pe e teta. Na e a upe ki ha taimi na kai te ke tau mātua tipi i Epsom. He ko Epsom pe ka mo Auckland Grammar na e omi ai ka mai tonga. Koe uhi koe mahiki ai Tupouniua. Iai e a kōi tonga o nā hana tonu te ke ako ngā ue e koe ako i mua. Koe anga ia a e mā whanonga mai me he kōhi. Te au whai pe, ai tia fia. Tia fia i le whanau o mau te inoa ki. Mo e tu unga o nau i ai. Tupouniua ma o lunga. Monu ia ka ko pinato. Na ia e ni na tenga mai matua ka ai na ka ina e ko na e ko taha ia a mea o kutua i he te fine ko e te tā e a moi ka ua ko te ola ko e noko a tāina ko e tau te kau aki ko e tau te kau aki o ne tuke puke ai ki tau tō o ko i kai ko e pa anga ko e tau te kau aki ko e tau te ongo aki e a i pōni o ko whakamaro aki sa te fito, e a sera, a malo para a baile. Pehe koki ki te fine, o Alisi Tatafu. A koutui pe o ka pauna i kai ke ofi a Pauline, i tapaaki o Alisi, e ne hanga o kaila le o lahi, e koe taha ia mea e tau i o ia tāna te, koe kau ke fine mahalo, kau ai a e se tahustu. Koe kau mea ke fine mahalo. Ia kia e tai me tāko te whakaopa ia si mātua tangata o tāmaria. O pau pia he uhi ka mālo i ko a te familia na vai vai a i whanapuri ka mai. Ka neo mo ia o toko lahi ai kakai tonga. Nā hanga he whanau o ave ki mau tōu na mau peka mai ki he fukulimo. Se hangea ko me ilisia, nā mau lere matoro i tōru whaai atu te, nā mau ua ki te paki, e kai ke nā ua. Ka neo mo ia, o pāte whakamālolo ko honga. I whanau ko eni, nā nau kai ai koi whakakau mā o luma. Kai tau mai ia ke mo lave i loa. Koe mea nai tuu me whakakau mahau ke taini, pe moi kina tahi a hala a neri atu. Opa peke mau wako, ki whare o atanaki ke whakahoko ai kātoa. Ia toi ai, tako i toko taha kehe ia, o kune hana, e whakahoko mai. Kai ke ngā tai, ka pāke whakamālo, ka ki nā tōko tō te, o whonga lela he e ki a sini, o mau lawe ai, i he kātoa ngā whakahoko ofa. E koe iwi ia, o e mātu a. Ia whare whamālo o hōna. Ari ki minute te ua. I would like to acknowledge your presence. I was the first coconut that was sent from Tongan to Epsom. One of the things that I remember clearly, my eyes were wide open. I've never seen so many girls in my life. All different kinds, colored hair, colored skin. I've never seen such a lot of girls, lots of colors. And then again, when I came close to them, I realized that some had blue eyes, some had gray eyes, some had green eyes, whereas in Tonga most of us have dark brown eyes, the beautiful brown eyes. For not one moment did I feel that I was an outsider. I felt that I was just a part of that. Although maybe they found my English a little strange, but I did fit in, and I enjoyed my team. I have many friends which I have not seen yet, but I hope I will. Only one daughter came to Epsom. I don't know how she got in. But only one came. And two went in same couples. Because I couldn't get them. I applied, but they weren't accepted. I don't know what was the reason. And it was God said that I met a Miss Holland, who was the principal of St. Patrick's College in the Cook Islands. And we got talking. And that I told her, I want to send my two daughters, but I applied to Epsom, but something happened and they weren't accepted. She accepted them. But like the coconut that I was, I didn't ask, how much does it cost? But that wasn't my problem, that was my husband. So, Miss Adams was the principal then. Somebody said to me, oh, we were afraid of Miss Adams. She was so small. No, she was a beautiful, loving, kind lady. And you might hear later what is it that did to her. It was always about them.
I would like to introduce myself. I am Materita Taumapeo Furno. I am the eldest daughter of the late Saini and Malu Taumapeo of Nuku'alofa. Married to Paul William Furno of Mount Maunganui, Bay County. I am the great-granddaughter of Pauline Taumapeo from Kohu, Hawaii, Tongan. I have ancestral links to Elina Kitigola of Kanapolu, and I am a great-great-granddaughter of Alexander Blake of Great Britain. My speech will take the form of some personal reflections of my years at Epsom Girls' Vermont. from 1958 to 1959. 1958 is a member of lower sixth form, which is year 12 in today's language. In 1959, I was in the upper sixth form, year 13 in today's language. During this time period in New Zealand history, particularly Auckland, the Auckland Harbour Bridge was first opened, and the New Zealand Broadcast Service made the country's first experimental TV broadcast from Shortland Street. Internationally, it was the time of the Cold War. The USA launched Explorer 1, and Russia had launched Sputnik the year before. It was the beginning of space age. But more important, it was the year that Lady Tatafu and I started at Epsom Girls Grammar. We had been awarded the Queen Charlotte Scholarship to attend Epsom Girls Grammar. As I have mentioned at the beginning in my speech, I will concentrate only on my personal reflections and sojourn during those early years of my educational career. The challenges were huge. The journey not easy. Firstly, were the social cultural challenges when transitioning from one culture to another. The new, unfamiliar lifestyle approaches and trying to understand different behavioral and conflicting cultural values. There were also the huge challenges posed by academic learning. Because of my relatively limited English proficiency and inadequate preparation for the academic level that I was going into. My previous educational background in Tonga, a developing country where the quality of education was not at the same academic standard as New Zealand. I therefore feel very honoured and very grateful that I was on this special scholarship, a scholarship paid for by the Tongan government, but the architects were Their Majesties Queen Charlotte and King Taufa IV, monarchs who were forward thinkers and who cared and loved for their people. Because of this special scholarship, I was transported from this very tiny Pacific nation to live in the posh suburb of Epsom, Auckland, and attend one of the top state girls' schools in New Zealand, Epsom Girls Grammar. The scholarship was also a very generous one because it paid for accommodation at Atalanga, food, school, activity fees. It included also a clothing allowance and pocket money as well. This certainly helped a great deal, but the challenge was still huge. I want to describe my first winter in Auckland as an example of social cultural difficulties. The Eggs winter uniform consisted of a pure wool gym frock, a long sleeve white shirt, a tie, hat, gloves, pure wool school blazer. The thing that I had problems with every morning was putting on suspender belts to hold long black stockings and trying to fit my big ha'awhiwa cotton feet into the slimline shoes made for Palangi feet. It was a mission. I also found the shoes very heavy, and because I was still adjusting from Tongan time to New Zealand time, I found myself usually late, running for the bus most morning down St. Andrews Road to the bus stop. Academic learning was the greatest challenge. I can remember my first geography lesson. The teacher was a young graduate who was very confident, enthusiastic, and full of knowledge. But she spoke very, very, very quickly. I remember her standing at the front of the classroom with a teacher's ruler and a huge map of the world. It could have been an introductory lesson to geography or mapping, probably about lines of latitude, longitude, equator, and so on. But all I can remember was this torrent of geographical terms coming at me, one after another, pummeling my brain. Terms that, as a teacher of geography, were surely familiar as prior knowledge for the Palangi girls, but were not so for this little girl from Tonga High School. I was absolutely exhausted by the end of the lesson, and for every lesson like this, I had to read my textbook for homework to fully understand what the heck that was all about. Still on geography. As you know, there is a physical component or practical, component to senior geography, field trips. I was told that in one particular weekend, we were to go tramping in the Waitakaris. I was very excited about this, having never ever been on a tramping trip before. It was a Saturday, and I had to tell the hostel cook or let him know about the slight change in the circumstances of lunch for that day. He was Tongan, as you would expect, and he told me that he would prepare a very special lunch for me to take. I was relieved because I did not want lunch like our usual Friday dinners. Every Friday we had fish heads for dinner. I was told that it was because the cooks just visit the local fish market every Friday, where they were able to get fish heads for free. All students at Atalanga, is a bit of diversion, look forward to the times where late Majesty Queen Charlotte was in residence, because she always provided and insisted on good quality food for us. For example, yam instead of taro. She also insisted that we attended church every Sunday, that we dressed correctly and formally. We did get a good royal talk telling off if we didn't. Now, back to my tramping trip. On the day of the tramp, we all assembled at the starting point. I was all very excited. I had carefully selected what to wear, and the cook had given me a large bag full of food. When we assembled at the starting point, I noticed the Palangi girls were all wearing shorts or walking track pants with small backpacks. I was wearing these beautiful, slightly flared summer skirts and a bright top. It had not even occurred to me then that I was wearing very, very inappropriate clothing. I think I was also wearing sandals, while the girls were wearing tramping boots, and I was carrying this heavy bag full of my food for lunch. Anyway, the teacher and my friends did not make me feel uncomfortable. They accepted me and in a very caring way just helped me. We were put in groups, and I think with 3 friends. They were so helpful took turns carrying my huge bag, and at lunchtime they were all eager to see what I had in my lunch bag. I proudly took out the tablecloth that the hostel cook gave me, and then out of my bag, before that, I actually saw the girls, the Pauline girls, taking out their packed lunches. First to come out of my bag was a tin of kapaburu. Plus the tin opener. The girl asked me, "What's that? Can this taste some?" Next were thick slices of bread and a huge bottle of sugary drink. On reflection, I always remember that the teachers and students of Epsom Girls Grammar never ever made me feel out of place or embarrassed because of my cultural difference or my ignorance of the New Zealand Palangi norms of behaviour or dress. They were unfailing, helpful and very caring. The lesson of my first favourite subject, history, and one of my majors later on. My teacher was Irish, with a very heavy Irish accent. I can recall having sat through the whole lesson, not really understanding what it was all about. I only recognized the name Napoleon Bonaparte. As I reflect on the challenges and difficulties I had to go through in the initial period of my journey, I sometimes compare myself with my daughter, Saini, and think about the way she was able to progress through secondary school. She's here tonight, and I am likely to receive a good telling off later for mentioning this. Saini was born in New Zealand. English is her first language. She has a Tongan mother and a Palangi father, both of whom are secondary school teachers. History was her favourite subject, and to the disappointment of her dad, science was her second favourite subject. She attended the local school, Mount Maunganui College, and in her first formal national exam, that is, school certificate, she gained A passes in her subject. And in history, her favourite subject, she scored the highest mark in New Zealand, 96%. Wow. However, for me, with my background and coming from a developing country, it was a privilege and an honour to have Epsom Girls Grammar as the launching pad of my career. It was a school that believed in inclusiveness, and I was encouraged to participate in activities such as the Upper Sixth Form review at the end of the year, the various field trips in geography and biology. I was encouraged to help start a Polynesian group with a small number of Polynesian girls at the college. I was introduced to live theatre and invited out to dinner or weekends with Palangi families. I was able to mix with the daughters of some of the most highly respected families in Auckland and was treated on equal footing. It was a school that had a social climate that was based on caring and respectful relationships between teachers and students, and also, most importantly for me, caring and respectful relationships between students. It was a school that was well resourced and motivated, with motivated and highly competent teachers. My journey was a long journey, fraught with personal difficulties and challenges, but it all ended well. When I applied for New Zealand permanent residence at the end of 1969, I had a post-primary teaching diploma, a diploma in home science. I had 3 years experience as a lecturer at Tongan Teachers College. I had a BA degree from Auckland University with a double major in history and in education. I was also starting my research to complete my master's degree, which I completed in 1972 and graduated in 1973. My master's was focused on the experiences of Pacific students, Pacific Art students at Auckland University. For me personally, it was certainly per Ungusta and Augusta. Taufa.